Today we are reviewing a lighting kit, and it's my most expensive lighting kit I've ever done a review on. It costs just under £270 at the time of purchase, and as always I will stick a link in the video description. And I've had to come out into my kitchen because I haven't got enough room to show it off in my studio, so I've had to come out here, so it might sound a bit echoey, I do apologise. But yeah, this is my most expensive lighting kit I've ever done a review on, and hopefully it'd be well worth the money. So with that, we'll do the unboxing and see exactly what you get for your money and set her all up and see how good she is. So I'm going to get on with it. So I've got my trusty knife out, hopefully. It comes with 2 sets of lights and stands as well. And there it is. So it comes in a nice carry bag. Okay. That is a lot of weight. That is not light. And I can't tell you how much it weighs because I haven't got scales that can check the weight. So let's see what you get for your money. First of all, you get a nice bag. And I do think it is a nice bag. Oh, it's nicely laid out. I'll quickly show you. There's a bit of room in there. Yeah, so you've got a nice bit of room there. You can put other things in if you needed to, which is a good idea actually. And you have a light, 1, and another light, 2, and 1 light can control the other light. So that is brilliant. So you don't have to keep adjusting each individual light. You can just control 1 light and it will control both. So we have electrics, 1 kit and 2 kits, so 2 sets of light power sockets, 2 power bricks with little feet on them. They're not sticky or padded or anything, they're just plastic. I will show you a close up in a minute. Two stands, yes they are stands, and is that it? I think that's it. Yeah, and that's it. So nicely padded, so great for protection. That is a nice bag. That bag is quite heavy actually, so that might have been half the weight. But you do want a nice bit of padding, and that is definitely a nice bit of padding. I'm quite impressed with that bag actually. Has it got any pockets? There's no pockets on the outside, but plenty of padding on the inside. So let's have a quick look at what you're going to get. So like I said, you get 2 sets for electrics. I won't need that one because that is a 2-pin connection, whereas we need a 3-pin connection. So move that out of the way. I'll stick that back in the bag actually. And that one. I will need that and the power brick. Very nice. Let's have a look at the lights. These are RGB lights, by the way, and they've been shrink wrapped and controlled on the back. Let's tear this off. Put that in there for now. So first impressions, they look very nice, they look very professional, and they should be for the amount of money we're going to be paying, or are paid. So yeah, easily adjustable. Nice bit of control on the back. So it says GP, channel, I take it that's the channel because obviously one will control the other one, and they take 2 batteries. You can use electrics or batteries. I might actually try it on the actual batteries as well because I have plenty of batteries that will fit that. Yeah, so first impressions, yeah, I like the look of them. I like the feel of them. Oh, it's wrong way around. Right, what I'm going to do now is I am going to get everything out, set it all up, and see what she looks like. Oh wow, oh, hang on. There's a strap, not sure what the strap does, and there's a filter to go over the screen. and obviously some instructions, which I will have to read. So I'm going to get everything out, like I said, and set it all up. Right, first things first, I just want to point something out, that this part here is a re-edited version. This is where things went a little bit wrong. I didn't check the video, and when I uploaded it and released it, I suddenly realised, oh my God, I'm out of focus. So I'm doing this bit again, and the part of the reason I was out of focus, because these lights were interfering with the camera. And what I'm going to do is show you this part now, and then I'm going to turn them around so they're facing the wall, and the light will be flashing on the wall. So hopefully it won't put the camera out of focus. Also, put the camera in manual as well, just to make sure. So with that, shall we get on with it? So first things first, if you want these two to work together, like this, so when you turn that one up, it turns that one up, and vice versa. When you turn it down, it turns the other one down. If you want them to work together, I'm going to put that on 2%, like so. So that's on 2%. The easiest way to do it, or the only way to do it, is you must put them on the same channel. They have up to 48 different channels, so make sure they're both on the same channel. I've got them on channel 10, and also there are groups. It goes up from A, B, C, D, E and F, and I have them set on C. So you have plenty of options. So if you get any interference, you can change the channel, and you can change the group. So if you have more than one set of lights, but you want them work separately, but you want them on the same channel, you just select what group you want it into, like A or B. I just chose C out of random, and I chose channel 10 out of random. No particular reason, but I wanted to point it out. Also, it doesn't matter which one you adjust, whether you adjust this one over here, it will adjust both of them, or this one over here. And one of the other things I liked about this, it also says, providing you have them on the same channel, well actually it doesn't really matter. It also says is when you turn them off and you turn them back on later, it will remember where you set it from last time. So that's really handy, you ain't got to mess about. Say for instance you was filming one day and you didn't finish it, and you come back the next day and you wanted to finish it, and you didn't want to have to readjust these, just turn them on. They should be exactly the same. That's what it says in the book, and I have no reasons to disbelieve them. So I just wanted to point out. So what we're going to do, I'm going to talk about some of these special effects and some of the features that this little baby got in there, or these little babies have got in there, and give you a bit of a demonstration. So with that, shall we get on with it? Like I said, we are going to turn them around, but before I turn them around, I just want to show you how bright they are, and then I'll turn them around. So like I said, that is on 2% brightness, and we're in HSI mode. As 3 different modes. HSI as FLS, which is all your special effects, and then it has CCT. So I'm going to leave it on CCT for now, and again we're still on 2%, and the K is on 55K. So I'm going to turn up to 100%. Ready for it? Might get a bit bright. So that is 100%. Whoa. And that is on 5500K. I'm going to change the K now, and the way you change it is by pressing the button that's on the dial. There's a button in the middle of the dial. I'm going to press that and it drops down to that. So I'm going to turn the K up to 10,000. That is the highest it goes. So it's 10,000K. So that is white white. And if you go the other way, it should go yellowy white. So I'm going to minus it down to, I think it's 2,600K. Which is the lowest. That's 2,600. Right, so I've done that. I'm going to turn them around because, you know, hopefully it hasn't gone out of blurriness, but you might find that I'm a bit misty, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to turn it right down to 2% first, and then turn them around. So that's 2%. Just like that. So that one's done, and that one now. Yeah, makes sense. So stick with it, you'll understand. So right, so I'm going to quickly show you. I am using batteries at the moment, as you can see. I have 2 batteries on there and 2 batteries on there. I did try it with 1 because some of my lighting will actually work with 1 battery. You know, even though they might take 2, but I've tried it with these and you need both batteries. You know, I thought it'd be easier to use batteries than electrics for this little demonstration. So I'm just going to move it across a little bit. So like I said, I've got 2 batteries on each. You know, I could run electrics, but you have the option. You can still run electrics while you've got the batteries in. You just flick the switch over to number 2 instead of number 1. So number 1's for battery, number 2's for electrics. Middle is off. And then you have your GP channel. That is percentage. So you have GP channel percentage. So you can press the percentage and it will go up by 25% brightness and then right back to 0 again. So it goes from 0 to 1, from 1 to 25, from 25 to 50, to 50 to 75, 75 to 100, press it again, goes right back to 0, and then back to 1 again. That's how it works. And then you have the mode button, which selects your different modes. So we have HSI, FLS, which is special effects, and CCT. And then back to HSI, sorry. So that is your 3 mode. Going to leave it on CCT just for a second. Again, I'm going to turn the brightness up, but I'm going to move it a little bit closer to the wall, that is, just so you get a good effect without it messing up the camera too much. So mode, the dial is the dial for the brightness. I'm going to show you on 100% again, and then I'm going to leave it on 100% for a second. So that's 100%. We're in yellow mode or yellowy white mode, and then press the button to go down to 2600. I'm going to put on about 5.5. So that's 5,500K. So to me, that's just a touch of yellow with a lot of white. Yeah, perfect. So I am going to turn the brightness down to now 50%. And that is spot on 50%. Don't forget, it's controlling both of them, so you ain't got to mess about. You ain't got to do the same over there and all the same over here. That's already sorted. And now we're going to go over to... Oh, wrong button. And now we're going to go over to mode. So this is HSI mode. Before we do HSI mode, I'm going to go on to the other one, which is the special effects. So I'm going to start from the beginning, because that's not the first one. Let's go right back to number 1. So this is RGB circle 1. So basically it goes through all the different colours, and the number 1 represents the speed it's going to go through the colours. So that is RGB 1, or RGB circle 1. So press the button again, go to the next one, that's RGB circle 2. As you can see, what I'll do at the end of the video, I will give you a demonstration of some of the effects that it does on one of them and just adjust the other one at the picture. So that should be pretty good, hopefully anyway. So we're on RGB circle 2 and, oops, wrong button. So then we're going to change it again to the next mode, which is SOS mode. This is where it normally starts off, or it did for me when I first turned it on, was SOS mode, so that's SOS. We've got lightning, and there's another lightning, there's a faster lightning than this one. So this is lightning 1. That's lightning 2. And there are 9 modes in total. So that's lightning 2. And then we've got TV screen. So if you want to pretend that, you know, there's someone watching the TV and you can see the light flickering, that is that baby now. So that is TV mode. This is police. I quite like the police ones. I like the police, the ambulance and the fire services. They look really good. So that is the police, ambulance. It'd be brilliant behind a curtain, wouldn't it? If you're pretending there's a copper out there or an ambulance out there and you've got the curtain shut, it'd be a good effect. Oh look, the police are after me, run. And then we have a fire engine. Oh, my house is on fire. That's 7. This is RGB circle 1, which is 8. So that is it. So that is all of it. So number 1 is the SOS one. So that is the 9 modes, or 9 special effects modes. Now I'm going to show you another mode, which is not CCT, HSI, and I will put little comments up there so you know exactly what they actually mean. So this is HSI, again we're still on 50%, but where this is different, this is where you choose your colours. So if you want a certain colour, this is where you will get it from. So again, we press the button now and we're on 29% on the first dial. And as you can see, the colours change. That's green, that's like a blue, that is a blue. Keep going, keep going. It's going to a purpley colour. I'm just going to quickly circle through them. So that's 500 and it goes to, 360. So that goes 360 and that's red. And then we go right all the way around again. Oh, it's wrong button. It's moved. It moves back up by itself after so many seconds. So press that. So go back to 0. I'm going through the colours again. That just recycles. And then you have the second option on this, which gives you strength of colour. So that turns the colour down, so I've gone to 0. So that is a whitey blue. And then I'm going to go all the way up to 100%. And that turns it to green. Now then, I'll leave it on green. If I go back to the other mode, and then turn that, that will change the colour. That looks pretty good. I do like that green. That green looks really good. Keep going, keep going. Blue. I think you find the red gets a bit red. Yeah, it gets very red. Oh. Now if you want to dampen that red down a bit, you just go through the modes and turn the percentage down to say 50%. That's 50%. That's sort of like purpley red or pinkish red. And that's 7%. So if I leave that on 7% and adjust this one, the one on the left, that gives it more of a bluey colour, a bluey whitey colour. Oh, don't know if I hurt your eyes. And if we turn the brightness down, the actual brightness itself, the lights, so that is 14%. I'm going to turn that around just to show you. I'm going to quickly show, so again it's on 14%. I'm just going to change one part of it. So it's a nice green. I like that. Very good. So that is how easy it is to control and link up. Very easy. All you've got to remember is same channel, same group, and they will work. And you can use batteries. Batteries do not come with it, or electrics. Electrics come with it, as I showed you at the beginning, but batteries, I'm sorry, you've got to buy them separate. I've already got batteries, as you can see. I've got loads of lights and I already had loads of batteries. And these are very good batteries, by the way. So with that, I'm going to tell you what I think of it. Well, I like them. I'm going to be using these from now on. I might do another review at a later stage of some more, because these are really good. They have so many options. At the moment, I've got just plain white lights on. Them two, I've got 2 lights over there, either side of the camera, and they're just plain white. And they work really well, don't get me wrong. I've had no issues with them whatsoever. They bring in brilliant lighting, but if you want to add a bit of colour or a bit of atmosphere, you might want to invest in something like this. I think they look really good. I'm very pleased with them. I'm going to turn that down to about 3%. That's on 3% right now. Yeah, they look really good. Easy to use, easy to assemble. All these lights are easy to assemble and adjust. And also you have a tilt on them, and it doesn't feel like there's any sharp edges. So if you want to tilt them up or down, just go like that, job done. And they come with a diffuser. The only downside with the diffuser, which I found was a little bit of a downside, was they fit in these little slots here, where these are hinged. They fit in now. And I'm going to quickly show you right now what I mean. So this is one of the diffusers. It has a shiny part and a matte part. I'm not sure which way around they go. I'm just assuming you've got the option. They can go either way. But basically, let's try and get this in the right position so you can easily see what I'm trying to do. Basically, that goes in there, so it sticks out there. Like so, then one goes up the top, so that sticks out up there. In there, and this gets a bit awkward on this one. Whatever the last one is, gets a little bit awkward of fitting. There you go, so that is in, so they're all in. I'm going to put the light back on so you've got an idea what it looks like with the diffuser. There you go, so I'm going to turn it up a bit. So that's the diffuser, and I'm going to turn this one around. So you see one with the diffuser and one without. You can see the difference? Just diffuses, yeah? Not so harsh, although I like both. They both work for me. They're both pretty good. But I wanted to show you one with the diffuser and one without. The other thing is that when you close them up, it does bend these up a bit. So not ideal to leave on, which is a shame because they could have fitted this inside, so it would have fitted inside, but for some reason they've gone like that. It's not a deal breaker for me. I still like them and I still think they're pretty good, but you just can't leave them on because, like I say, they bend up unless you're going to leave it set up all the time. But if you're going to put them away, you know, you're going to have to take the diffuser off because, I mean, you can shut them up, don't get me wrong, they just look a bit, I don't want to break them sort of thing, you know what I mean? See? So with that, let's turn it around, because, you know, it might be distorting the picture. There you go. So with that, so what do I think? I think they're really nice. They do feel like a nice bit of quality. It doesn't feel like there's any sharp edges, which is nice. Yep, these are all nice and smooth. You know, obviously it's metal, so if you bang your head, it's going to hurt. So don't hit your head on them because they will hurt. Yeah, well made, good quality, easy to use, easy to navigate. So if you are looking for something like this, these might be the babies for you. Like I said, I will stick a link in the video description so you can go and check them out, have a look, see what you think. But I would only recommend you buy something like this if you're serious about videoing or photography and you've got a big pocket, because these are not cheap. You know, you can get normal lights like what I've got behind the camera right now. They cost around about 50, 60 and up pounds. You can buy something like that to get you going, but if you're serious about making videos or doing photography and you want to add some colour to it, these could be the babies for you. So I like them, I'm happy with them. So with that, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down, and please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.